Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English and Beyond. I am CJ Roy, and in today's class, we will learn to use present perfect tense correctly, how to make questions, both affirmative and negative, in the present perfect tense. So, without wasting much time, let's straight away dive into our topic today present perfect, affirmative and negative questions. So, here again, we follow our set pattern. These are questions, and questions always begin with auxiliary verb. So in the present perfect tense, we have two auxiliaries with I, you, we, they, we have, and third person singulars, he, she, it, we have has. So you need to use this have or has first, and then the subject, then the rest of the things, the main verb in the V3 form. So first person singular, we have I written a letter today? The statement would be, I have written. I have. Now the question it will be, have I? Have I written a letter today? And in the second person, you have written the statement. And the question will be, affirmative question will be, have you written? Have you written a letter today? And third person singular, he, she, it has written. And naturally, the question format will be, has he, has she, has it written a letter today? That's a question. And then first person plural, we have written a letter today will be, have we written a letter? And they have written, third person plural, they have written a letter will be, have they written a letter? So it is a set pattern. You put the auxiliary verb first, and then you put the subject, and then the main verb in the V3 form. So this is what questions. Please remember, once again, in the present perfect, we have auxiliaries has and have. Has is used only with the third person singulars. Have is used with all the other subjects. So that is the only difference. And remember, V3 form. The main verb will take its V3 form, past participle form, in all the perfect tenses. That's another thing. Now, I just want to tell you something here. We learned simple present, simple past, simple future, present continuous, past continuous, future continuous, and now present perfect. I want you to understand one thing, that when we frame questions, we use the first auxiliary, the first one, then the subject. So this is the question. This is how we ask questions. Now, if you are looking for some specific information, then the question will have one more word. And that word you have to put right in front, even before the auxiliary verb. Do you understand what I am trying to tell you here? Let me give you those words. They are what type words, WH, like who, what, when, why, where, which, even, how. So, for example, if I ask you, have you written a letter? Okay, the answer will always be yes or no, either yes or no. Has he written a letter? Yes, he has written. Or else, no, he hasn't, or he has not written. That will be the answer. So, all the questions that I am giving when I teach you tenses for the moment is only yes, no type question. I write. Do I write? Okay. I am writing. Am I writing? I will write. Will I write? I am writing. Am I writing? I was writing. Was I writing? I will be writing. Will I be writing? The answer to all these questions are actually yes or no. But if you want some specific information, you put the question word first. For example, if I say, have you written a letter today? And the answer is yes, I have written a letter. Then I can ask, why have you written a letter? Or you put it, when have you written? Or else, where have you written? How have you written? According to the information that you need, you place these question words. What are the question words? Once again, the what type word? They are how, when, which, where, why, who, whom. All these are question words. So if I ask you, why have you written a letter? And you cannot say yes, no. You need to give an answer. You must say, I have written a letter because I thought it appropriate. So remember, I am not telling you now whenever I teach this one about these question words. But please understand, you can, according to the meaning that you want to generate, you can put the appropriate question word right in front, even before the auxiliary verb. That's one thing. Generally, I am saying it applies to all the questions in all the tenses. Am I clear now? Yes. Then we go to the next one. These are, of course, negative questions. So I have not written. I have. Have I not written? Or else, haven't I written a letter today? Okay. You can ask, why haven't I written? Why have you not written? You have not written. Have you not written? Haven't you written? He, she, it has not written. Has he written? Hasn't he written? Hasn't she written? Has she not written? Has it not written? Hasn't it written? You can keep asking like this. Okay. We have not written. Have we not written? Haven't we written? They have not written. Have they not written? Haven't they written? And if you want to ask a question word, why haven't they written? You can ask. This is word question. The format is the same. Place the auxiliary first, then subject. First auxiliary, then subject, then remaining, if there is auxiliary or main verb, continue to use them as it is in the particular order. So this is what questions, how we frame questions in all the tenses, not just present perfect here, but all tenses. I hope today's class you have understood how to frame questions both in the affirmative and negative. Once again, I recall to your mind that we have a set pattern, and this pattern is applied to all the tenses. Negatives are put in the same manner in all tenses. Questions are framed in the same manner in all tenses. The only thing, the auxiliary verbs keep changing. So you need to know which auxiliary verb is used in which tense in according to the person, first person, second person, third person, and their numbers means whether the persons are singular, one, or plural, more than one. That brings us to the end of our today's class, and I am sure that you have understood how to frame sentences in the present perfect tense. And if you found this lesson helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel, English and Beyond. Until we meet again in the next video, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep growing with English and Beyond. And don't forget to tap the bell icon so that you will not miss our next English class. Until we meet again, it's goodbye from me. Thank you for watching. Take care.